Hello guys and girls, my name is Ben and I am back with another video. So I was going to post this yesterday but decided against it simply because yesterday an interesting thing happened with the silver market. Now I'm sure, like me, all of you guys watch the silver markets and the gold markets intently every day, multiple times a day. You know, you pull up the charts, see what things are doing, and yesterday when I woke up it was strange to see that the silver price had shot up quite dramatically. So for the UK, it's gone up from about £16.67, which is a rise of about 4 and a bit percent, to £17.46. And in the States, it's gone up from $22.72, and it's now sitting at $23.80. That is at time of recording. It might have changed by the time you watch this video. And knowing the silver market, it's probably dropped down to £10. Because that's just what the silver market does. It's up and down like a yo-yo. So, trying to do some research into why this has happened, and I have been trying to research more about the American side of things, because I've seen from the analytics that quite a few of you guys are from the States, so it'd be nice to provide more information from that side of the world. And the information's, you know, it's sketchy. You know, there's not any real credible sources, as far as I'm concerned, that I've been able to find. Maybe you guys can suggest other publications to read or to watch to gain a better insight. But from what I've seen, some people are suggesting that the car industry is starting to thrive again, and people are, you know, back in the production plants and factories, which is obviously why silver's going up, because silver is a required component for quite a lot of electronic goods. And obviously there are electronic components in any new car these days, not just your Teslas, so that could be a factor. Some people were suggesting that there are private investors and big firms that have decided to buy a significant amount of silver, and that's caused the price to jump as well. Now I don't put much stock in that, purely because the amount of silver that would need to be purchased to affect the prices by what is effectively $1 in the States and 80p over in the UK. I mean, that would have to be a monstrous amount of silver for someone to purchase to affect it to that level. So I don't really put much faith in that as a suggestion. I think it is a lot to do with the production going back into full swing, largely across the world, because things are getting back to normal. Your experiences might suggest something different, but that's certainly what I've noticed from over here. So if you have noticed something different, you know, please feel free to let me know. Now, what does this mean for me personally? And you might agree, you might disagree. This is all very subjective opinions. What does it mean for me for buying silver? So for me, it means I'm going to hang fire. I'm going to hang fire on buying silver for now, because the price is extremely high for my liking. A rise of 4 and a bit percent is not a small number. So I'm going to not buy any silver for the next 2 to 3 weeks as a bare minimum, so I can see where the ground lies at that point in time, to see if the prices are still rising or whether it is going to drop, because obviously it does affect the premium, certainly over here in the UK, with how much you're going to be spending per ounce of silver. Gold, on the other hand, has stayed relatively steady. I mean, you're talking, it's increased by about £20, $20-ish. It's not a huge amount for an ounce of gold in terms of the rise. It's more about the silver, because as we know, silver is exceptionally volatile. It will jump, it will dip, and it's about trying to buy at what you perceive to be the right time. And for me personally, I don't perceive this to be the right time. Not for me. It's just a little bit on the high side. Maybe that's because I've enjoyed buying silver a little bit cheaply over the last few weeks, and I don't want to spend that little bit of extra cash. But like I say, I'll be keeping an eye on it and deciding in the next few weeks as to whether I'll be continuing to buy silver or not for the short term. What I will be doing, however, is buying more gold. More of the Britannias. Oh, camera focus. Are we going to focus? No? Yes? Maybe? Thinking about it? I'll be buying more of the gold Britannias, the 1/10 ounces, because if you saw my previous video, which has done exceptionally well, and thank you for everyone who's watched that and subscribed as a result of it. That means the absolute world to me. Yeah, so I'll be buying the continue buying the gold Britannias and other gold coins as well. I'd like to get gold eagles or Canadian maple leafs, something else that's, you know, a little bit different, but certainly in the 1/10 ounce category, because it's just my preference. And if you want me to explain further about that, just watch that previous video if you've not seen it, and I'll go quite in depth as to why I think that's the better option of gold to buy. Do I think the silver price is going to continue to rise though? That is the next big question. Who knows? Who knows? At the beginning of the year, I suggested that silver would drop to about 14 to 15 pounds per ounce, and we are a good £2 away from that. So I guess that would be for US currency. It's going to be down to what? Crikey! Come on, maths. What about $18 to $20 per ounce? Maybe, I want to say there or thereabouts. It's plausible. It's still perfectly plausible that that could happen. But who knows? You know, silver could rise. I just don't see it rising to the extent that some people are saying. I know we still got a lot of people who are saying silver's going to reach 150 to 500 pounds or dollars per ounce. It's you know, realistically, it's not going to happen. And why would you want it to happen at this point in time? You know, if you're like me and you're relatively new to the stacking side of things, God, that would be the worst thing. I mean, I've spent somewhere in the region of about £1,000 so far on gold and silver. Why would I want that journey to end because I get priced out of it? You know, I wouldn't want it. You know, I wanted it to stay where it is or a little bit lower for at least the next 2 years, so I can build up a fantastic collection. That's my own personal preference. You might be in a different position to me entirely, where you think, you know, if it gets to £150 or $150, I'm cashing straight out. And if that's the position you're in, fantastic. Just don't ruin it for the rest of us. No, if you are in that position, brilliant. You know, you've came into it at a very, very good time before now, where it is just that little bit more expensive. So yeah, I still don't see silver rising to that silly extent that other people are quoting. And don't buy into don't buy into it. Don't buy into all the nonsense that people are saying. It's not going to rise to the extent of £150 per ounce. It's just not going to. Don't buy into it. It's all nonsense. Just keep an eye on it. Work out what is a good price for you and what you think is the right time for you to buy and what price you'll be happy to sell at as well, and make your own decisions. Don't let people, you know, dictate to you saying, you know, it's going to hit silly numbers, because if you do, all you're going to be doing is setting yourself up for failure. Just do your own research. You know, yes, that's a bit of a contradiction, because I'm not giving you, you know, telling you what to do. I'm or giving advice. I'm, you know, just presenting my own personal opinions and arguments for buying or not buying silver and gold currently. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble and waffle. Bottom line is, silver, it's going up. Will it continue to go up? Who knows? We're going to watch this space for the next few weeks and make a decision from there as to whether we'll buy any more. But certainly, gold won't rise percentile wise as dramatically as the silver, so there'll still be an option to buy gold for the long-term future. So that's it for today. To those of you who did subscribe on the back of my last video, thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me, an absolute world to me. If this video could do anywhere near as well as that last one, I'd be blown away, absolutely blown away. If you do enjoy the content, please feel free to like and subscribe and leave a comment, friendly preferably. If you want to be mean, you be mean, that's fine, you do you. And I shall catch you guys in the next video. See you later.